Aquarius, Aquarius. This is an energy check more than anything. It's Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or North Node, or wherever you might have strong Aquarius placements in your natal chart. If you don't know about your placements, then I recommend you go to Cafe Astrology, which is a website where you can get a free natal chart report so that you can understand more about your natal chart and where your Aquarius placement might be. So that would be good. That would be a good way to end. Oh yes. So Aquarius, it's like, I feel as if you're starting something new or returning to something, picking something up again, or developing something. But you know, creatives, Aquarius, likely that you're you've gained more knowledge, you've got more, you're kind of more balanced. I feel as if you're more balanced. You're more balanced in your kind of masculine, your feminine energy, shadow side. Perhaps you've been doing some shadow work. Feeling good to go. I feel, Aquarius, you're good to go in whichever direction this is. Yeah, because I feel as if in the recent past, majority of this year, Aquarius, that you've been reviewing, looking back on what you've achieved, and you know, you can sometimes be your own worst sort of enemy, your harshest critic, and it may be that you've been taking stock over what you've done, how far you've come, and you want to sort of tweak. You know, you want to not. I wouldn't say you want to be perfectionistic, but I feel as if you've seen room for improvement in certain areas of your life, and you're prepared to do that. I feel this all happened with or just about after or around the lunar eclipse, solar eclipse, because you've got the moon card Luna, and I feel as if you're kind of tapping into your intuition more, and you're trusting that, because you have the High Priestess. I feel as if you're trusting that. You're trusting your inner knowing. You're trusting your gut, Aquarius. You know, it's like everything's fine for you. You know, you're pretty fulfilled in your life and your work and, you know, your relationships. But you know there's more. It's like there's a little bit more for you out there, Aquarius. And I feel like if you're on that path, you're treading that path, yeah, you're sort of activated. It's like you're reactivating. You've got the drive back. You might have felt, Aquarius, that your drive and your passion dropped out for a bit, but I feel as if your drive is back. You know, the Knight of Wands to me is that you're back in the driving seat. You know, you're taking the action that you need to take. Perhaps you're doing some research on the sort of things you need to do. Yeah, looking at sort of, you know, looking at the bigger picture. You're seeing sort of further. You're looking beyond beyond any restrictions that you might have, or you might have set up or put some restrictions in place, and now you're seeing beyond that. You're seeing the possibilities, and this is a lot, I think, to do with your communication. You could be writing, you could be journaling, you could also be cutting out sort of things that aren't, you know, surplus to requirement, being more clear about what it is you want, where it is you're going. Yeah, because you're bursting with ideas. You know, you're bursting with these sort of ideas that you're already putting into action, I feel, you know, because you know that by moving forward, by doing, you know, focusing on what it is you need to do for you, for, you know, for your career, for your relationships, with this sort of new sort of, let's say, found sort of enthusiasm, you know, you'll be able to help other people with whatever it is you're doing. You know, full of ideas, full of ambition at the moment, Aquarius, and this is going to ultimately help others. And I feel like you know this already. I feel as if you're well aware, as long as you stay sort of centered and stay focused, yeah, double high priestess, you need to be, yeah, really paying attention to your intuition, I feel. And I feel that you are, yeah, and trusting high, yes, yeah, trusting in the higher forces here, believing, you know, sort of accepting, you're being divinely guided, that's what I feel. You could be a healer, you could be tapping into that, perhaps you're a Reiki healer, some of you could be into Reiki or some kind of healing. The owl, the owl is about seeing beyond the surface, highly tuned intellect, highly intuitive creature, revered by the ancient, revered by the Celts and also the Native Americans, considered to be one of the most intuitive, insightful, wise animals, birds. So do trust your intuition, and also, yeah, make sure your path, it's about sticking to your path, choosing your path, not getting distracted, staying on track. Direction, I feel you're heading in the right direction. Yeah, so you know, it's about sticking to your plans, making them, sticking to them. What else does Aquarius need to know? Aquarius, I feel like autumn's going to be the month for you. The autumn is going to be the season for you to also be more open, drop your shields, and autumn will be the place, come on now, autumn will be the season in which I feel like you're going to really sort of have that confidence back. If it dropped out, you're going to feel like, you know, all this creative juice is going to start flowing, you're going to know what you're doing, you're going to feel pretty much, I wouldn't say in control, but you're going to definitely feel that things are going to fall into place as long as you stay focused, as long as you keep enjoying what you do as well. Remember to take breaks, remember to not force anything. I feel like you're going to get a lot of inspiration coming through, especially if you're tweaking or redoing or working on a project, and also to remember to you know, ask for and accept any support. You may need a bit of extra support. You may need to have, you know, brainstorm with friends, reach out for help, reach out for, don't isolate yourself if you're feeling that you have to get your head down and be, you know, ultimately tunnel vision. Remember that other people that you could talk to or could help or reach out to, you know, can provide you with, say, little missing links, or where you might find yourself coming unstuck. You know, this is an organic process as well, for you to remember that this is a process. You're going to be allowing, because you're organised. I feel this autumn, this next season, Virgo season, you know, Virgo is famed, let's say, for their good organisation skills. As we move into Virgo season, I think you're going to find yourself just naturally being more organised than you might have been for a while. And, you know, remember as well to take time for you. Remember, you know, that you're adorable, that you're lovable. Don't become a slave to work, as much as that can be a temptation. You know, allow yourself to have some free time, enough time between things, between chores, between work, between family life. Yeah, and a sense of belonging. Um, yeah, you could be attracting more for your soul family as well. You could be meeting new people who are going to be supportive of your endeavours. You know, just randomly kind of calling people in. I think you would have sort of prayed, or you'd be manifesting this, Aquarius, for, you know, people, soul tribe, sense of belonging, finding, you know, yourself fit, you know, being a part of something maybe even bigger than you expected, because you've got unwavering faith and you can, you know, trust the universe has your back. This is something that you're going to find more and more over the Virgo season. And also, consider this: no one gets through life without making dramatic errors, right? By by committing some errors, we are not proving our wayward nature. We are confirming our membership to the human race. So you might find that. Don't judge yourself. If you find that you're, you know, you make mistakes along the way, we all do. They're learning curves. Don't beat yourself up over making mistakes. This is how we learn, and you know, it's what makes us human. Also, yellow might be good for you. This is just turned up, so you might need to work on your solar plexus, your fourth chakra, your nervous system. Maybe look at what you're eating. Maybe you need to look at your diet, nervous system, also your intuition. Again, this can help you with your intuition. Seems you're trusting it. Yellow is only going to enhance that and help that. Now let's see if we have any crystals that might help, or stones or crystals. Diopside, black diopside, mineralogy. I swear these glasses are rubbish for me now. I'm just going to get another pair. Hang on a minute. Yeah. Okay. Or is that even worse? Who knows? Let's say, so it's a pyro, what? Pyro is a mineral, a chain silicate, and it's good for forgiveness, letting go, if you need to let go, helps let go of pains and wounds, and also helps you approach others and make peace, boosts the kidneys and harmonising hormones, acid alkaline balance as well, and good water balance. So if you get water retention, anything like that, hormones, if you know if you might be having hormone imbalances, or perimenopausal, menopausal, that could be helpful. And also Picasso marble, which is a limestone and it's a lime rock, calcium carbonate. It's good for thinking, abstraction thinking in abstract, enhancing the essence, extracting the essence of an issue, you know, seeing beyond, being able to see the essence of something. Maybe you're creating or writing, understanding the essence of something, and helps to remain faithful to yourself, true to yourself. Also recognizing essential it's also good for turning ideas into reality. So anything you're processing, any ideas you're having, any downloads, anything. The Empress, you seem to be bursting with ideas as it is. So that will help, you know, bring those into reality, and enhances the calcium, and it helps with metabolism, strengthens the large intestine and connective tissues and bones. So Picasso marble could be good, and the one I mentioned earlier, diopside, black diopside. There's two for you. I hope this was helpful, Aquarius. I hope you could hear me, and if it was helpful, do leave a comment. I'd love to know if this was resonated with you. I'm sending you lots of love, and have a good Virgo season. Enjoy, make the most of it. Keep focused. keep calm, carry on, and yeah, bye for now. Bye.